Okay guys, so like the title of the video guys says, right, I'm gonna record another bit for the vlog, but right now guys, I'm at this nice little hotel. You guys see the nice background right over here. Maybe I can change the angle real quick, but let me change the angle real quick. But guys, as you guys look at this nice beautiful view, I wanted to tell you guys 5 things or several things that you guys need to do right now in 2025. So the first thing that you guys need to do, all right, you guys need to learn how to drive. I see a lot of people nowadays, they don't know how to drive. They're freaking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have this friend, right? I'm only 22 years old, but I have this friend, or not really a friend, but a coworker that I used to work with back in like Taco Bell days in like 2020 to 2021 when I was only in high school. Not in high school, but during COVID, fresh out of high school. I remember he was telling me at that time, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my driver's license, this and that, but he never did get it. So like even now, I just texted him a month ago. He's like, oh, I finally got my license. And like, bro, it took him like fucking 4 or 5 years just to get his license. So another life lesson, right? Move with speed and purpose. If you're out there moving like on turtle, you getting shit done slowly, you're gonna be behind in life. You got shit to do. I know everybody got their own timing whenever shit happens, but you can control time a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can work harder. You can work quicker to learn. You can, you know, progress your speed. So this guy, man, I don't know. He took so long and he finally got his license. But time is money, guys. If you're a guy, right? You're a young man. You're an adult, and you don't know how to drive. I don't know about women now, right? I'm not a woman, but men are supposed to be the one driving your girlfriend. Like I have a girlfriend, right? She's down at the fucking she's getting dinner right now while I'm recording videos. But we're at the hotel together. We're chilling. And, you know, I drive her everywhere. I drive her to go to the hotel. I drive her to go to work. I pick her up from work. I drive her to go to the acupuncture. I drive us to go to the church and, you know, doing this and that, going to the gym and training. I drive her because that's supposed to be the man's duty, right? They're supposed to make sure that they're protected and provided. But not only that, but a man, right? You got to go out, you got to run errands, you got to get from point A to point B, and pretty much time is money. If you're out here restricted because you have no transportation and you got to wait for the bus, you got to walk home, you got to wait till 4 o'clock for your mommy to come home and drop you off to get to wherever that you need to be, you're wasting time, guys, all right? Not just money, but just opportunities. If you're out here, you cannot, you know, like say, for example, you want to work a second job. You can't work a second job because you don't have a car, because your mom doesn't, you don't want to ride the bus, it's dangerous, your mom doesn't want to drop you off. Or maybe you go to the gym and, you know what I'm saying, like you lose an opportunity because you have no car to go to the gym. So make sure you guys get a car. You guys see that camera in the background? But second thing that you guys need to do in 2025 is, if you guys are fresh out of high school and you don't know what you want to do in your life and you don't want to go to college or whatnot, you guys got to go ahead and work multiple 9-to-5 jobs. And the reason you guys got to work multiple 9-to-5 jobs is, of course, guys, right? I know a lot of you guys, all you young kids nowadays, oh, I'll be like Kaisen, I'll be on streamer, I'll be on YouTuber, I'll be on entrepreneur, I'll be my like, shut the fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing, right? I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because that's what I'm trying to do too. But I'm saying that while you're young, you're supposed to stack up not only your income, but you're supposed to stack up your life skills and experiences. And you're supposed to get rich as a person first before you become rich financially. If you become rich quick as a young kid, you're not going to have any life attributes. You're not going to be well-rounded. You're going to be immature. You're going to be hanging around the wrong people. And it's not going to go well, right? You're going to make money and you're not educational. You're not interesting. You're not funny. You have nothing interesting to teach or nothing unique. So what are ways that you're going to get attention nowadays? You're going to act like a fucking clown. So if you want to act like a fucking clown to make money and get attention, by all means, okay. But I tell you guys, it's not going to bring you guys purpose, and it's not going to make you feel satisfied in 5 to 10 years. I tell you guys, might make you money, but at the end of the day, I don't think you guys going to be fully satisfied, especially as a young man. I don't feel like I would be if I was like, I was about to go down that route back then. Before I was working all these 9-to-5 jobs and training and doing all this. You know, when I was like 15, 16, I was making stupid YouTube videos. I was making like These Kids Must Be Stopped, like the rice gum videos. I was just talking shit on the internet, trolling people. But when I think back about it, like, you know, I'm only 22 now, but when I think about when I was 15, 16, making those type of videos, glad it didn't go viral. But I was cringing at myself. Like, I would slap my old self. I'll say, bro, what are you making this type of content? You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. Making fun of people, getting into beefs and altercations. It's not educational. It's brain rot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, not talking down on Rice Gum or any of his content, because he was the one that actually inspired me to do YouTube. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't feel satisfied with doing that. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't feel like I had purpose in life. Like, what is my purpose in doing that? It's nothing. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? To troll people, to act stupid and get money and be a clown on the internet. That's not me, guys. So the whole purpose, what I'm trying to say, bro, what the fuck is that on my hat, guys? But the whole purpose I'm trying to say, guys, is that if you work 9-to-5, right, you're getting rich as a person. Not only are you stacking up your incomes, but you're stacking up your life skills and experiences and your life attributes and your life lessons, guys, all right? For example, I used to work at landscaping. Let me go through my job tier list, all right? So it's 16 to 18 years old. In 2019 to 2021, I used to work at landscaping. And at landscaping, you know, I learned how to drive, I learned how to cut grass, all the basic stuff. But also my life lessons that I learned. I learned how to be more disciplined. Strong body equals strong mind and soul, right? I was building up my body working over there. I was working with older guys, right? Like other people my age, like older than me, bro. I was only 16 working with 40, 50-year-old men. And I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of a different shift. It taught me more accountability. It taught me more responsibility. I was working at Taco Bell from 2020 to 2022 during COVID, right? I was 18 to 20 years old, or 17 to 19 years old. Taco Bell taught me good communication skills, right? A lot of people nowadays, they don't know how to speak for shit, right? They're out there, oh, yeah. They call, like, I saw one comment on my video, on my other channel. They're saying that I talk too much or that I yap too much. I'm like, bro, you don't know how to speak, bro. Up to you. You're going to be broke. You're not going to get the girl of your dreams. You're not going to be as charismatic. You're not going to be confident because you don't know how to speak for shit. So you can call me a yapper all you want, but I know how to speak my way around things, right? I'm a smooth operator, but let me pick up my camera real quick. But communication is key. So I learned communication at fast food. I learned how to be more stoic because every day I was working at that job, there's always a jackass at the drive-thru. I learned how to work under pressure because life is good, bro. Like when you go out in life and you're trying to get shit done, you're going to have pressure. You're going to work with a lot of pressure. So it's good to get used to that. You got to learn how to, I also learned how to multitask at that job because, you know what I'm saying, making the food, making the orders, doing this and that, you know, multitasking is good in life. You got to take care of every aspect of your life. And also I learned how to work hard with little to no reward. And this is a very important thing that I learned at Taco Bell because when I was younger, right, a lot of people, they're like 16, 15, 17 years old, a little bit older than me. And they'll come in, they'll be like, I don't work hard today because I'm only getting paid $11 an hour. And I was in the back of my mind, I was like, bro, what? If I was to give you $21 an hour, you still wouldn't even fucking work hard. You still would be lazy. You still would be slow at making the fucking tacos and burritos. You still would be fucking up the orders at the drive-thru. You still would be calling, you know, coming in late, no call, no show. So you got to work hard no matter what the reward is. You got to build up your work ethic because this can also apply to other things in your life. For example, when you're trying to start a business, right? Look at my computer. I'm working at the hotel. But when you trying to start a business, maybe you're trying to start a YouTube channel. You're posting videos every day. You don't see results with 1 to 2 months. What are you going to do? You're going to stop working hard? But work hard. And you can also apply to other things in life. Maybe you're going to the gym, right? You want to be big like Bradley Martin. I'm trying to get in shape too. I'm trying to get more back in shape, trying to pick up weight. But, you know, I've been struggling with a lot of stomach issues. So that's another story. No excuses, but I got to get my shit together. But I know that it's not going to take 1 month to get big like Bradley Martin, right? You got to eat good. You got to stay on a diet. You got to work out, go to the gym every day. You got to take steroids. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know, right? But you got to work your way up to get there. It's not going to be instant, right? A lot of people nowadays, they like instant gratification. If you want to be the best boxer like Floyd Mayweather, you're not going to be a good boxer within 1 month. You got to keep training. It's going to take decades to be as good as Mayweather. You gotta fight a lot of different guys. You gotta compete. You gotta go do this and do that. You gotta dedicate your life to boxing to be the best. And it's not gonna take overnight. So make sure that you guys work hard, even no matter what the reward is. Even if you're getting paid $1 an hour, even if you're seeing 0 sales or 0 views, even if you don't see no progress when you go to the gym, keep working hard, all right? So that's what I learned at fast food. You know, I used to work at high school jobs, delivery jobs, restaurant jobs, warehouse jobs, but 9 to 5 jobs, guys, it really helped me to go ahead and make me more well-rounded and make me more experienced in life, and especially at a young age, guys. So I would never talk down on 9 to 5 jobs. I would personally not stay there forever till I'm 60 because I want to get rich as a person and also rich financially because I want to retire my parents. I got shit to do. But I would never ever, you know, you gotta thank 9 to 5 people, man. Thank people when you go to the restaurant. When I go downstairs to get dinner soon, I'm gonna thank the cook. I'm gonna say thank you for making my food, good, delicious food. Thank you. We need people like you guys to work. Thank the housekeepers. You know what I'm saying? When they go clean up our room, thank you. You made our room nice. Look at this nice room, guys. My boys, they work housekeeping too, so I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna thank them. Thank you, housekeepers, for making this nice, beautiful room when we travel and go over here. You know what I'm saying? When you go. Construction workers, look at all these people building all these infrastructures and shit like that. The carpenters, the fast food workers, the hospital workers, the doctors, anybody, guys, your coach. Thank them, guys. Be grateful for all these 9 to 5 employees and all these workers because they run society. If everybody was like, oh, let's go do e-commerce and do YouTube and let's go on fucking jerk off on stream, then let's go be like Kaisen and start screaming like a fucking idiot, then, you know, it's up to you guys, right? But we need people to work all these jobs. But so don't ever look down on 9 to 5 people, right? Of course, guys, me personally, I would never work 9 to 5, but if you're in that 9 to 5 route, don't ever, or if you're like me on a journey to get out of the 9 to 5, don't ever look down on other people, no matter what they do, right? Because they help run society. So that's my piece of advice, guys. Okay, guys, so the next thing that you guys gotta learn is you guys gotta learn martial arts and learn how to defend yourself. So I don't know what you guys want to join, Muay Thai, boxing, join something. And it's pretty much like a bundle deal, right? You're getting in shape, you're working on your discipline, you're working out, you're building your mental and your physical resilience, and you're learning how to defend yourself, right? Because if shit goes on, you gotta at least know how to do something, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be the best, but make sure that you're walking with your girl, you're walking with your family, your mom, you gotta make sure that they're protected in a sense. I understand, guys, that you know, you always try to avoid altercation. That's my number one thing, right? If there's somebody on the streets talking shit and they weren't doing anything physical, you know, just yapping, I would just walk away. I wouldn't get into any altercations because I know how dangerous the world is, right? People could have weapons, people could jump you, you know. Even if I beat the guy up, I could go to jail. Or maybe the guy beats me up and I look like a fool and then he goes to jail and then we all get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Or I get robbed. So make sure that you guys are always avoiding altercations. But there's going to be time in life where you pray that you don't want to go through this, but you might have to use physical violence, right? Maybe a crazy man walks onto the street, he starts to fucking rob you and he starts to take your girl's phone, you're gonna fucking knock that guy out, right? Or maybe World War III happens and you gotta fucking defend yourself. So make sure it's a good thing, right? Just go on your life and just learn that skill. You don't want to use it, but in case you got to, it'll be there. And it also teaches you a lot about life. Another thing that you guys should learn is learning weapons, right? Filipino martial arts, how to use this, and also using guns, bro. You know what I'm saying? So go to the gun range, practice and shoot, and, you know, just get good at it. It's like, imagine it's like GTA, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the gun range as Franklin, you're leveling up your shooting skills. You're leveling up your driving skills. You know what I'm saying? Like leveling up your fighting skills. So make sure that you guys go out there and do that, okay? Okay, guys, so I'm yapping a lot, but let me just go through a bunch of other things. So the next thing that you guys got to learn is you guys got to learn more about God, getting close to God. Right now, today's Good Friday. So learn about history, learn about God, get close to God, grow your spiritual, because, you know what I'm saying, it's going to make you a better person. Even if you guys don't believe there's a God out there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can agree that following God's morals and whatever that he says in the Bible, like the 10 commandments, it makes society and people better, right? They're not going to steal, they're not going to kill, they're not going to cheat, they're not going to do this and lie and do this and all this kind of other bullshit. And another thing that you guys might want to research and learn about is also how to go ahead and about health, bro. Because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, you got to stay healthy, man. A lot of people are like, oh, I like make money, I like go do this, I just like hit the gym all the day, but they're not healthy, bro. So make sure that you guys take care of your health. So like some things, like, look, I'm at the hotel right now and I got my water, my hot kettle water, so I can boil hot water. I can take my herbs. I got some other herbs from acupuncture, these Chinese herbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, look at me, I stacked up already, bro. I stacked up, G. So look at all these herbs, man. I got my hot cup waters. I get all this other stuff, man. Making sure that I'm healthy. I even got my humidifier. In Hawaii right now, it's all foggy, bro. Get like volcanoes erupting and shit. The air is bad. So, you know what I'm saying? Got some humidifiers. I got all my, look at my water bottle right over there. Yes, Sabu. It's dark right over here. Yes, sir. Chipono. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys take care of your health, all right? Okay, guys, so, you know, as I'm chilling, yapping, and making YouTube videos in this room right here, you know what I'm saying? Usually what I do at the end of the day, guys, me and my boys, we love to stream. And that's one of the things that I'm doing right now. I'm streaming and I'm making a lot of gaming content. And I'm posting it on this other channel. It's called 5K Gaming. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out the channel, I'm going to leave it down in the link below. And subscribe, guys. Pretty much I just document my money making, not my money making, my Fortnite journey, my Call of Duty journey. Any video game that I play and stream, I post it on there. I also have a clip page. But pretty much, yeah, when we was playing, at the end of the day, what me and my boys will do, we just go on the PS5, we'll kick back and we stream and make content on Fortnite, right? So this is not my house now, this is not a hotel, but let me show you guys how I would stream it, right? So I got my computer right over here and I got a TV, and if this is my real house, I would go ahead and set up my PS5 here and I would stream, and then after I'll move my little chair and then put it right over here and record content. But pretty much I'll just make a lot of videos. And one time we were streaming my 40-year-old Fortnite friend, and he was talking about he had a friend named Steve, and Steve was out here, like they were playing video games together in a room together, and they're out here playing, and Steve got like, he got fucking, I don't know why, bro, he got turned on. I don't know why he was turned on, right? He was looking at my 40-year-old friend, or I don't know, maybe they're just kissing each other, whether it's, I don't know, right? Something weird, suspicious.